Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Al Jazeera reports that a fragile two-week ceasefire has been agreed upon between Iran and the United States, pausing over a month of escalating attacks and rhetoric. U.S. President Donald Trump, who previously threatened to devastate Iran, announced the truce, conditioned on the resumption of maritime transit in the Strait of Hormuz, a critical energy waterway where Iran had halted traffic. Trump indicated that Iran's 10-point plan, which reportedly includes continued Iranian control over the strait, is a workable basis for upcoming negotiations in Pakistan. However, Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) countries expressed significant concern. Experts like Hesham Al-Ghanem warn that the U.S., eager for an exit, might grant Iran leverage over the strait, creating long-term strategic pressure and economic blackmail for the region. This fear is exacerbated by Iran's continued missile and drone launches at UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia even after the ceasefire announcement. Despite GCC efforts for a UN Security Council resolution to ensure free passage, it was vetoed. The unresolved issue of Iran's nuclear program also remains a major sticking point, as Trump's red lines against enrichment have not changed. The Gulf states emphasize their interests must be central to any permanent deal. The Canadian press reports that Russia's escalating internet crackdown is sparking growing discontent across the country. In central Moscow, people are lining up to file complaints against the government's actions, which include regular shutdowns of cell phone internet, blocking popular messaging apps, and restricting access to thousands of websites and digital services. These measures have disrupted daily life for many Russians, negatively impacted businesses, and even drawn criticism from some Kremlin supporters. Activists are attempting to organize authorized protests and public appeals, highlighting the widespread frustration with the tightening digital controls. UPI reports Jim Whittaker, the pioneering American mountaineer who became the first U.S. citizen to reach the summit of Mount Everest in 1963, has died at his home in Port Townsend, Wash, at the age of 97. Whittaker, along with Sherpa Nawang Gombu, achieved this historic feat 10 years after Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay's ascent. His extensive career in the outdoors included co-founding and later leading Recreational Equipment Incorporated, RADI, as its president and CEO. He was also known for his friendship with Senator Robert F. Kennedy, whom he guided on an expedition to Mount Kennedy and served as a pallbearer at Kennedy's funeral. In 1990, Whittaker led a notable international peace expedition back to Everest. Throughout his life, he was a strong advocate for environmental and conservation efforts. According to China Daily, China successfully carried out its 23rd space mission of 2026 early on Thursday morning, launching a new group of internet satellites into orbit. A Long March 6A carrier rocket lifted the 21st group of low-orbit hardware for China's state-owned internet network from the Taiyuan Satellite Launch Center in Shanxi Province, successfully delivering the satellites to their orbital positions. These satellites, developed by the Shanghai-based Innovation Academy for Microsatellites, contribute to the nation's ambitious space-based internet system. Following this latest deployment, the system, often likened to the Chinese version of SpaceX's Starlink, now has nearly 170 satellites operating in low orbits. Upon completion, the Chinese mega constellation is expected to consist of about 13,000 satellites operating in low Earth orbit to provide worldwide internet coverage. The Long March 6A rocket is a medium-lift launch vehicle, and this launch marked China's 23rd space mission this year and the 637th flight of the Long March rocket fleet. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.